everyone, welcome to Wild Moments powered by Explore.org. We have Taylor in the house. Hi,
Whoop,
Taylor.
whoop. I don't
Taylor,
actually
do you
dance like that.
Of course you do.
Busted.
Do you do a little dance as well when the opening title sequence plays?
100%, but it would be really nice to see what you do, because I think I'd probably get some tips and then like work on my moves. I'm a head bobber, that's
Oh,
kind of my thing.
I do the hands. Dun, 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 dun. It's so dramatic as well. Jazz hands,
goodness.
exactly.
I lost my whole hat off. You see, I get extra. Too excited.
Anyway, welcome everyone to Wild Moments. You can tell that Taylor and I haven't seen each other for a while, and now we get to see each other through Wild Moments and through all of you. So this is very special. And welcome. If this is the first time that you're joining us, this is an opportunity where we look at various clips. Sometimes we have a theme, sometimes we just have cool clips that we look at that are mostly recent clips, and then we can discuss animal behavior. And of course, we're live and interactive, so you can send through questions and comments. You can tell us how you're enjoying Wild Moments. You can tell us what dance you do when the opening title sequence plays. You can tell us whatever you like. Already we have some hellos coming through. Zygote, you say hi Taylor, and Trishala, namaste to you too, Zygote. Bridget McKinney, you say hi Trishala and Taylor. Love watching after my night owl work schedule. Oh, we're very glad to bring you relief after a night shift. Christoph, you say hello and thanks for the stream. Ooh, a whole lot more came through. Goodness, I know. At first I saw just 3 and I was like, oh, that's very slow.
Yeah.
And then everyone else came through. We'll get into the first clip and we'll discuss all of that. But let me say hello from everyone first. Ooh. Aussie Jan 2, you say, good afternoon. You've got coffee. Of course you have coffee. I think I need a coffee today, to be honest. Casper's third ghost. You say you're ready with your hot tea in Milwaukee. Like it. Oh, and Zygote, you have hot carrot. Let me reread that. You're eating carrot and apple. Is it a carrot
That's so
and apple
healthy.
juice? I know, it's very healthy. I mean, I'm being healthy too. I have a bottle full of water. But very healthy. Well done, Zygote. Dear NC, you say good morning, Taylor and Trish. You're all ready for the show with your coffee. Coffee is a good one. What do you have there, Taylor?
Nothing. I should be drinking water, but honestly, I have to go to boxing later. So maybe pre-workout to give me the energy, or coffee,
I mean,
something.
I think water should probably be on the list. I'm very
should.
sorry. I hope you can't hear that, but they're doing some renovations next door.
No,
And
can't hear
it stopped.
anything.
Great. Glenda Newman Craft, you say hello from Indiana with your Diet Mountain Dew. Yes. Amber Co, you say happy Thursday and thank you to Taylor and Trish for being our guides. You're excited to see what today's treasures and clips are. There's some goodies. In fact, let's get right into it and I'll go through the others in a little bit. So to start us off, if you haven't been following the Black Eagle, the Black Eagles have had a chick and we've been looking at it and we've been following its developments and now it has finally flown. Let's go have a look. Goodness, it doesn't even look like a chick anymore.
No, it's so big.
Yeah, but it definitely looks awkward still.
Oh,
Oh. I love
I
it
like
when
the
they do
little.
those.
Me too, and I love the white crown on the top of its head.
Kind of reminds me of a honey badger.
Exactly.
Salman, are you gonna fly for reals?
Thinking about it, looking. I mean, that's a serious chance to take. I'd be quite nervous.
Yeah.
I've got vertigo, so I wouldn't make a great Verreaux's eagle chick. Not at all. Anything that nests on cliff faces.
But it's such a plunge. It's not like, you're jumping out of your nest to the ground 2 meters down. You're right up on a cliff. It's do or die.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, if you don't get it right. spread your wings and hope for the best. I wonder, how old is this chick now? Is it older than 12 weeks? Maybe 16 weeks? I've completely forgotten. But maybe one of you
Yeah,
that are watching.
I think we first saw the chick in June, beginning of or early or mid June, somewhere around there.
Okay, so just over 12 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Nice. We're so quick.
That's how you have to do it, folks.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta just do it. Gotta jump straight in. Please excuse me for 2 seconds. I'm gonna close this window because I can hear all of the angle grinding.
That was really epic to see. And I know that a lot of you have been sitting and waiting in anticipation for this exact moment. But even though the eagle has now left the nest, it's still going to be around and still going to be dependent on the adults for the next couple of months before it really goes independent.
Yeah. Until they decide that maybe it's time to chase that young one out of their territory.
No,
Exactamo.
maybe if it was a bird, it would probably do that. I don't know.
Like that.
Something along those.
Anyway, April Owl, you say hello from Connecticut. You're enjoying your iced cherry tea. Ooh, that sounds nice.
That's all
Taylor,
nice.
I think you and I should have a chat show. So whenever you're on, we
I
end up
thought
chatting
that.
a lot.
How cool would that be? Otherwise, we
It
just
would
have to
be
do the Wild Moment show all the time together. Don't tell
exactly.
Annie.
Don't tell Ali. Timber Grace, we say good morning from sunny and beautiful Minnesota. You're ready with your coffee and you're ready to learn. Love it. Rolling Trouble, you say hello from Washington. Coffee and water. There's a good combination, Taylor.
I know I should be learning from this.
Mary Momo, you say, hey guys, you're here with my usual cool drink of spring water. And I've been gone a
Oh,
few weeks, and you sure did miss the Africam shows and all the wonderful people that come with it. Well, we missed you too, Mary Momo, and we're glad to see your name again. Rolling Trouble, you're telling us that you chair dance for the opening title sequence. Very nice. Great. Bob from Kalamazoo. Oh, Bob, I thought you were going to tell us what dance you do, but instead you're just saying good stories. Thank you too, Bob. Okay, so Kirst has just told us that it was the 4th of June.
the
That was
4th
the
of
first
June.
time that we saw the chick. So it's definitely been a good amount of time. I think the fledging is usually between 98 days and like 110 days. So I think we're kind of spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
Uh, Jan Powers, you say, hi all, still hot in Arizona, so lots of water still, and thank you to Taylor and I. Jirel, you say, good day, Taylor and Trish, always smiling to be with Wild Moments on Thursdays. You've actually dragged yourself out of bed not to miss a moment with the lovely ladies. We can all appreciate that, definitely. And
Trish,
then finally,
oh,
say
sorry, I
again?
was just going to say, have you had this many people ever say hello to us before? I can't say that
Sure,
I've
there are a lot of
experienced
hello.
lots and lots.
Rolling
It's so nice.
Trouble, it is really nice. Rolling Trouble, you say woohoo, fledged, woohoo indeed. And Bridget McKinney, you say new name, Honey Badger Eagle. It does look like a little honey badger, doesn't it? Most recently, when I was in the Sabi Sand, I think I had the most honey badger sightings I've ever had. Taylor, you're going to go up soon. I saw
Really?
4 honey badgers in 2 weeks, 4 different
Oh my gosh.
individuals in
You're
four
going to have to
weeks.
send me a list of where you saw them.
I will. I will let you know exactly where I
Yes.
saw them because 2 were looking like they were going to den.
Oh, oh wow.
Mm.
Okay, that's
Mm.
exciting. I've seen one only once in my life come out of a termite mound before, which was really cool. And then that's it.
Once I saw a honey badger holding a pup in its mouth,
Oh
but just
wow.
like that, it was gone. Just like that, in a
Yeah,
flash, it was.
that's
But
insane.
anyway, we don't have any honey badger clips, but hopefully we will soon. But we're going to move on now to another eagle of a different variety, and this time it's El Doño with a tawny eagle. Oh, the one on the
This
left is
is
properly fluffed
cool.
up.
The water must be a little bit chilly. No, I'm just teasing. It's so hot in Aldonia every day.
And one of the things I look for when I'm IDing tawny eagles, because also there's a lot of color variation, and for me, they're one of those eagles that just look like an eagle. Uh, but one of the things I look out for is if they look a little scruffy. And the one on the left is taking that to just a whole nother level.
Absolutely. Another really good identifying feature is, can you see the yellow parts of skin? So where its nostrils is, that's called the cere, but the gape, basically, like the mouth, if you will, extends past the
Mm,
eye, because there are so many brown eagles that all look exactly the same. And especially when the juveniles come about with them, because they tend to be brown in color for the most part. Do you
mm.
think that one on the left is just like wet, or oh no, it must just be wet. It's just confusing me because I'm like, look, do you have mottling on your feathers? No.
No, it is just wet, but I mean, that's properly wet. I can't remember when the last time I saw a bird that wet was.
I don't know when last saw an eagle bathing in water. This is such a great sighting. And why do they keep trying to take the elephant dung? Or do you think they're trying to get insects out of there?
Ah, I don't know. It almost looks playful. I mean, that's
Yeah,
definitely.
oh,
Uh,
I'm killing the dung.
yeah. But then when it had its head towards the ground, it looked like it was picking something. But then it started to
Yeah.
like hop about. I
I
think they
mean, I
might have
haven't
just been.
really seen, maybe just having a bit of fun. I haven't really seen many of the eagle species in eating insects, except for when you get the termite booms, when the alates are released. Then everybody eats those. Wahlberg's eagles, and I've seen tawny eagles also just sitting on the top of a chimney, devouring all of them.
Yeah, I think they might have just been having a nice fat play together. Kim, hi. You'd like to know, are they mates or adult and young? I would say that they looked around the same size. I would say mates. We can have a quick look again because I was actually not looking at that, to be honest. So let's have a quick look again and see if we can determine. Oh, I mean, they look the same size, but at the same time, you can't really see whether those feathers are that awkward juvenile mottling or whether it's just wet, like you were asking, Taylor.
Yeah, I think I agree with you though. I do think it's probably two adults. Look at that little chance.
And that's the dance this tawny eagle does when it hears the Wild Moments OTS playing.
Look how big those feet are, too. They're huge. They are such amazing eagles. Yeah, that one on the right is so funny. It keeps grabbing a piece of dung and then, like you say, jumping up and landing back down on it. We
And
don't
when
often
it
see.
walks away, sorry, carry on.
No, no, it's just saying we don't very often, like, see birds playing, especially with eagles. It's not something that I've
Mm.
really witnessed.
This, I think just now it walks away and like the dung is stuck on one of the feet. Yeah, there we go. This looks like a
That wasn't
very
intentional.
fun, very fun bunch of eagles. Oh, there we go again, stuck on the foot.
Dung shoes.
The latest fashion trend.
Yeah. I mean, I do that unintentionally a lot of the time.
I heard that
Dogs.
they're much better than scat shoes.
Yeah, scat shoes are not a vibe. Nope. Recently stood I'm looking after Ali's puppy, and yes, defecated inside, and it was dark because of load shedding, and I almost slipped and broke my neck, and I was just upset because I had feces all between my toes, and it was a really unpleasant experience. Not a vibe. Dung shoes, scat shoes, now on sale.
Les from Portland, Oregon, you say the bull size of the tawny eagle seems to be significant. They do have a large bull, but so do many other of the eagles. I mean, tawny eagles aren't especially large. They're just under 2 kgs or around 2 kgs. So a martial eagle is much larger than them. A Verreaux's eagle is much larger than them. Even a steppe eagle is larger than them. And I think that all of the eagles have similar looking bills, so it's not a great way to be able to ID them. But the robustness of the bull is usually proportionate to the body size. The only time I've seen raptors that have a disproportionately large or robust bull compared to their bodies are some of the vultures. But I haven't really seen that in eagles.
No, good observation.
Mary Momo, you say even the eagles are dancing today. Everyone's dancing. Kauru, thank you for this insightful comment. You say definitely wet. Yes. Sorry, Kauru. I've got extra energy today, but you're right. They were definitely wet. Mary Momo, you say, thanks, ladies. Now you're dancing in your chair. That's what we're here for, to make you guys have a bit of fun and then also learn about wildlife and see cool clips. Speaking of, let's move on to the next one. This one's not a feathery friend, but a furry one. A very furry one. Oh, you're so cute.
Look at that tail. What are you wanting to catch or jump on?
So this is at Kwamaratan, and it is a lion cub, as you can see.
Seems very
So as
interested
far,
in something.
oh, definitely. Fixed gaze, tail moving around. Aw.
You know, there's often Egyptian geese in the water. I mean, I can't hear them making their noise, or maybe it was looking at one of the other birds, or a terrapin.
Yeah. Oh, hello,
Oh,
you.
this is
Goodness. You are handsome. So as far as we know, this pride consists. Oh, Dad, don't bite me there. Goodness, that's a very, very sensitive spot. So the pride in this area consists of, we think, 2 adult females, and then there's these 3 cubs, and of course this lovely male. You can see that he's collared as well. So we've essentially got the whole pride here.
They seem to enjoy hanging around this waterhole.
I feel like this cub and potentially father interaction that's happening here is so typical. You know, they tolerate the cubs for a little bit. Oh, look at this! But I feel like soon somebody's gonna push the wrong button, and Dad's gonna get
Absolutely.
irritated.
This male doesn't look to be very old. You see, when he opens his mouth, he's got like a little bit of staining on his teeth, but not, I mean, still very sharp canines.
Yeah, and his nose is still quite pink. He hasn't filled out his mane very much. But I'm not sure if there are other males in the area.
Oh, there might be. I haven't, unfortunately, not spent any time in the Pilanesberg, so I'm not too sure about
Yeah.
prides of lions and how many there actually are in this area. But
No,
this
same
pride
here.
seems to be, sorry.
I'm just going off what I've what no no. what I've at least read about lions that we see at Kwamara Town, but I don't know if there are other lions in the area that they could have potentially mated with. But this lion is way too old if that's his natal pride. That's no way that's his
Mm.
natal pride, and they haven't kicked
Yeah.
him out. Um, and if he is in charge of that pride, some other lions would have to be pretty sneaky to get in there
Mm.
and mate with those females. But I'm also not
Absolutely.
hugely. But that was very, very cute, I must say. And
That's
that's
very sweet.
basically what everyone is saying. Rolling trouble, you say, OMG, three exclamation marks. It is. It's just adorable. Bridget McKinney, you say, cutie patootie. It is a very cutie patootie. And Kaoru, you say, haha, what a cute cub. It is a very cute cub. April Owl, you say you didn't know that male lions played with cubs. They do when they're in a good mood, I suppose. And they can be really tolerant sometimes. And then, the cubs just go a little overboard, and then he goes and then kind of swats one away. But this dad was very tolerant, I think. I've only seen that kind of tolerant interaction twice. Every other time it's kind of been like where they don't really play.
Yeah. I don't know. The young cubs always look like they're in such awe when the big males are around. But I have seen males playing, but like you say, I think it just depends on the individual as well and how tolerant they are. Also, cubs are so brave. Sometimes you watch them try and sneak in on a kill when a big male lion's feed, and they don't respond to the growling, and that's something I see often. And then when they get smacked or, I don't know, I suppose snapped at, they're feisty. They fight back. Funny
Yeah,
little
they do.
things.
It's as if they haven't learned that that's a threat. Maybe they don't know their own size, and they feel they're looking at something that's the same as them. You know, it's
Exactly.
it's very, very sweet. Um, all right, on to the next one. We have this one's from Tao, and it's some elephants, but they're missing something. Oh, he's missing a tail.
Shame.
I must say that's quite high. I haven't seen one that high before. Oh no! That little one looks like it's fully missing a tail.
Yeah, proper stump. There's nothing yet. Well, we know that there are a lot of crocodiles at this particular waterhole. I'm not sure how many other areas in Modikwe actually have crocodiles. Um, what's the hyena population like here? I know there's a lot of brown hyenas.
Yeah, there are a lot of brown hyenas, but there's also a significant spotted hyena population. I had seen at least 15 of them in one area, and I'm sure that there are plenty others. I mean, also it's an expansive place, so it's hard to figure out how many they are. But they're so high up, Taylor. The bite would
Do you
have
think it
been.
could be a deformity,
I don't think
especially in
so.
the youngster? You don't think so?
But I feel like if it was a deformity in maybe the number of vertebrae, because remember the tail is still an extension of the spine, then there would still be a tuft at the end.
Fair enough. No, this is true. It's just that little one's got absolutely nothing. It's just
Nothing.
completely
Yeah.
rounded well. Whereas you can see obviously with its mom.
Mm.
Shame, that's horrible. I would not like to be a no tail.
No. And I mean, also imagine that the purpose of a tail, I mean, apart from spotting away insects and things like that, it's to cover up the anus because it's all soft and warm there. It's perfect for
Mm.
pests to come in and attach themselves. Without a tail to kind of cover it, um, I don't feel like that's very nice. I have another theory. I'm not sure, but those look remarkably well healed. And I wonder if maybe they could have had some kind of infection or bite and then would have been amputated by vets.
Yeah,
I don't know.
possibly. That's a good thought.
Because also
We'll have to
Madikwe
find
is
out.
a closed reserve,
Yeah.
and they definitely do intervene a little more than, say, the open
Mhm.
reserves. So I wonder if that could be a possibility too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to try and get in touch with like maybe the reserve manager or someone like that will have some idea. Find out
Yeah,
about the
we saw two
tailless elephant.
stubby-tailed elephants. Tell us about.
Oh no, what?
Mindy, hi, Mindy. You'd like to know, do you think it's most likely due to crocs? I mean, that's what we're discussing right now. It's hard to tell unless a crocodile like really launched itself out of the water, or like you said, maybe a scavenger, maybe like a hyena or something like that. But I don't know, it just feels so high up.
Hmm.
Also,
No,
maybe
I've never
thinking
seen.
about, yeah, I've never seen it that high either. And I'm also thinking about what you said, like maybe it could be a deformity, but I don't know. That's the first time, especially that youngster. I've never seen such a stub. Like there's
No.
nothing,
It's just
no
weird that
tail.
it's mom and calf. It's like an
Yeah,
interesting coincidence.
if it is a coincidence, we'll have to
Ooh.
find the plot
I had a
thickens.
mustache. I didn't.
Anyway, let's move on to our next clip. This one, I think we're going to be quiet for while you take in the lovely sounds of this elephant at Naledi. That was There was a very itchy spot. And you know, when we were talking about anuses and the roles that tails have to play with an anus and all those sensitive parts, that's why elephants have to scratch their behinds a lot. It's sensitive. It's very, very sensitive. But I hope that you enjoyed that scratching.
Yeah, it was a really, it's such a therapeutic sort of sound. That's also like listening to elephants and just any animal as they continue with their days, um, is really, really, really awesome. It sounded like sandpaper or somebody filing their heels. I don't know which one, but both of those sounds are kind of similar. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. And with such thick skin as well, you
Yeah.
really got to put effort into it.
Yeah, you have to move your whole body to get the right scratch for a
They
particular
also
itch.
dance.
I'm so glad that you chatted about listening to animals as they go about their day, because that's one thing I really like to pay attention to, because you can also pick up, like, you know, you can hear when it's a leopard because you don't hear much. You can hear when it's a hyena because you can hear so much. And your brain is just like constantly collecting information about the size of that animal's stride, the environment, the land that it's on. Is it on the grass? Is it on the near the water? Just makes me feel like, yo, your brain is really, really collecting so much information about what's going on around it. And now the next time you hear that sound, you'll think to yourself, oh, Is that an elephant scratching its butt? Oh no, it's my neighbor filing down his heels.
Ah. Yeah, hopefully none of you will ever forget. If you're living in a city, it's probably the latter.
Anyway, Bridget McKinney, you say Taylor and I should have a podcast. It would be awesome.
It would be a
We're
lot
on
of
it.
fun.
We're
gonna try our best.
And then you'll just see us again here next week.
Exactly.
Or the following one. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Today was a very, very happy and very fun little time together with all of you in Wild Moments. And thank you so much for all the questions and comments and the hellos that you sent through. It felt like we had so many. And most of all, thank you for joining us. But we'll see you again next time. So bye for now.